Switch at the very top. So I think you got to go on upside down.
Sorry about that.
Now, every now and then you might have a system come on, but it'll be just for like a minute. And hopefully, I don't think those big fans will come on. I'll put them on.
What do I have here? Lettuce? Is this lettuce?
Yeah.
Good. Nobody's on.
And I sprayed them last time when I came by.
Thanks, Amanda. Message. Best of my ability, if we can get this working. Are they wires? Okay, so this stuff inside here, we got several things going on. This stuff is called rock wool, and these are clay little pellets. Okay, and then this is, I dropped some pieces. Clay little pellets, and this is this little cup that holds it all. And you can see the little piece of lettuce that started to grow out the top there. So they put the seed inside the rock wool, okay? Then they let that grow for several weeks. And they put the rock wool inside the cup with the clay pellets, okay? Then they put it inside the tower back behind us there. I can put some gloves on. Okay, so then these go down inside. You might be able to see some over here. Yeah, see over here? See how it's empty? Okay, then these go down inside here like this. Boom. Okay, don't forget, there is no soil. There's no soil. And it's fed. Now, you've asked about those wires. These aren't wires. These are tubes. And the tubes provides the water. And in the water is all the nutrients that the plants need. So instead of the nutrients being in the soil, the nutrients are in the water. Okay, and that water is, and this is how it will end here in several weeks. See if we got any more questions. Okay, so what's cool, okay, I gotta be careful here. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, so you can see the little cup here. Okay, that's the cup we have down there. Here's the head of lettuce. And all of this down here, these are all the roots. Okay, so you can see the roots is going down into here where that water is being sprayed for all the nutrients. Look at all those roots. Okay, so these right here aren't wires. These are empty tubes. The tubes allows the water to get down to where the roots are. How long from planting to harvest? Okay, and how often do they water? Okay, those are some great questions. Okay, I get all back behind us is just different types of lettuce. Different plants will grow at different. Hey, what's the harvest time? So some of the workers here, month and a half to 2 months for the lettuce here. Month and a half to 2 months. So what is that? 6 weeks to 8 weeks from seed to harvest. Okay, that's awesome considering there's no soil. Okay, how often do they water? How often do y'all water?
We have them on for 1 minute and off for 10.
Okay, so every 11 minutes there is a cycle. So for the water here will run for 1 minute, okay, then it'll be off for 10. Then it'll be run for 1 minute, and it'll be off for 10. You can see all the big piping, the PVC piping, about how all the water gets to it. And what's great about this water is that water is recycled over and over and over again. So that's a tremendous less amount of water compared if you were having to garden outside. Okay. Again, the same water is recycled. Okay, Amanda, can you only use clay rocks? They only use clay rocks in here. There could be some other things that we could use inside, but they only use the clay rocks. So we have 13 comments. Yeah, we're having technical issues here. In here right now is only lettuce. And again, the same lettuce that's here is the same lettuce that then ends up on your plates at lunchtime, in your salads, on your or in your. So what's grown here in the greenhouse. Okay, so in this greenhouse it's only lettuce, but we do have other greenhouses that are over at the D6 farm. It's a couple miles from here. It's a 16-acre farm, but there are a couple of greenhouses and some other vegetables. But here is all lettuce. This is all lettuce. Hicks, I don't know why I keep having technical difficulties. It might be because I don't have a good, strong wireless signal from the school back over here. I mean, I'm going to try and fix that for the future. It says we have 18 comments. We got 3 people on here, and nobody on YouTube. There are many restrictions going on right now with the buying and selling of food. There are some periodic times when the farm will be open, but most of the selling happens at Dorman High School, and you can look on the Facebook pages to find out exactly when those dates are. But again, that will be happening at the high school. That's where they will have the farmers market. Okay, we got a wide variety of lettuces. You can see here is a red lettuce. We got several back there. Now I'm going to turn the cameras, and we're going to look over here for a second, okay? Because we got some more lettuce type stuff over here. So this is called, this is a different technique, and this is called nutrient film technique. So it's not the towers like we're back there, and you can see the more wide variety of lettuces that we have back here. And this is all ready for harvest. You can see right here, you can see, yep, where they've already harvested some of the heads of lettuce. Okay, but this is nutrient film. So look, this is an open tray. You can see that's an open tray. Okay. Okay, and that's stuck down inside. Again, you can see all the roots. Again, there's no soil in here. The water's pumped in on this side. Okay, then gravity feeds it down to the other end down there. So they pump it up, put the water here. It's fed down to the other end. Okay, and inside that water is all the nutrients. Then when harvest time comes, they chop the head off, leaf it out, and they put it on the plates at school. It looks pretty easy to be able to make one of the towers. Looks like it's just PVC pipe. I do know that you can buy several of the towers on Amazon. I've looked, They're not that expensive, and then the PVC piping and stuff you can buy at Lowe's. Okay, so we got another great question. Do they add anything to the water to make it grow? Yes. So it's not just plain water. Back over there, let's see if we can turn the camera. Back over there, you can see some blue tubs. Can y'all see those blue tubs? Yeah. Just talk normal. What's going on? Oh, cart? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, so if you look over there, you can see the blue tubs. That's where some of the nutrients are kept. That's there, some of the pump in the computer system. I'm going to bring something else over here. Okay, so this is called leafy greens hydroponic fertilizer. Okay, so they take this nutrients and they put this nutrients into the water. Okay, and then that nutrients is the fertilizer. Okay, and the nutrients that helps the lettuce here grow. And what's cool is they check the concentration of the nutrients that's in the water by testing the conductivity. The more it conducts electricity, that means the higher the concentration of that fertilizer. The less the concentration, that means the less that it conducts electricity. So they run this conductivity test that will tell them how much nutrients then they need to add to the water or not. Comments. So what other questions y'all have? Okay, I'm not seeing any more questions. Ooh, excellent question. So it says, what if power goes out? Is there a generator to keep them watered? There is not a generator to keep them watered. So whenever a storm comes through, one of the workers has to swing by and check to make sure everything is working. So there are some advantages to the hydroponic system. So there's no soil. They use a tremendous less amount of water. So they use a minuscule amount of water compared to what it would be out in a field. Okay, but there are some disadvantages, and some of those disadvantages is the startup cost. The startup cost is pretty high, but also it requires pumps and it requires electricity to keep the greenhouse running properly. Without that electricity, then the plants will die pretty quickly. It helps regulate the temperature inside here. The electricity helps regulate the pH of the water, and the electricity also helps regulate the concentration of the nutrients. If there's any out of balance out of those three things, then the plants will die quickly. So if there's a power outage, if there's a storm that comes through, somebody has to come by and check on it. Okay. Amanda, the Taylor Fornberry is another great question. How long have they been here? They've been here for 6 years, 7 years. I think it's close to 5 or 6 years. They have been here, and sometimes there is a class that you can take here at the freshman campus where the kids get to come out and they actually get to help plant and harvest the lettuce or whatever they're growing at the time here. So we're looking forward to that class in the future at Dormant Freshman Campus. What other questions y'all have? Okay, if we don't have any more questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. YouTube is that big fat